sorry about that.
Keep it shut this time.
Sorry about that. I'll brush that off. How we doing, Evan? We alright?
Yeah!
We're good. There's no point in a big intro, is there? Really? I think some of the magic of showbiz is gone when you've had to clearly weave through the audience to the toilet a couple of times. You've seen me. There's no, there's nothing to show off about. You good? You alright, mate? Good. Good. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. I was initially quite worried about this gig. I'll be honest with you. I drove back and forth past the dark alleyway 3 or 4 times on the phone to Matt, and then the last thing I saw was, I mean, in the dark, what I saw, rather than this friendly fella, what I saw was a heavy-set skinhead in what may or may not be an England shirt, so like a 1990, waving me into this dark alleyway. And I thought, fuck. Gangland killing. This is how it is. This is how the story ends. Tragedy. But no, it's nice. Now I'm here. It's fine. You lot are polite. You're lovely. Really? No, honestly, nice. So you're halfway to go to beat my last audience. I was in Oxford on Saturday, and then they were absolute. They were the most. I went to it's like a Jongleurs. I don't know if you've ever been to the Jongleurs comedy chain. It's very kind of rough and ready. You know, you get very unpleasant crowds, heavy drinkers, and they're very, they can be very confrontational, right? I never been to the Oxford one. And they were super polite, man. I got off the train, like I am right now, I have a little bit of banter, little chat. When I get on, and I talk about what I've seen, what I've experienced, right? And the first thing I saw when I got off the train at Oxford was just loads of bikes. And I got on stage, right, on Saturday, and my mind suddenly went blank. And I just thought, just talk about what you've seen, talk about what you saw. I just went, you got a lot of bikes, haven't you? Oxford. Oh. Tell you what, you like a bike or two, don't you, eh? And riding around, a bit of pedaling, like that, two wheels. Bit of push bike, and you like your bikes. Someone went, maybe you should get on your bike. And I was like, good heckle, mate, good heckle. Necessary heckle, thank you. But they were so polite, right? The majority of this guy was so lovely. They started going, one guy started, hey, give him a chance. He's only just started. Give him a chance. Give the lad a chance. And someone went, yeah, give him a chance. He's only just started. Give him a chance. Yeah, and a few more people like, yeah, leave him alone. Give him a chance. He's only just started. Give him a chance, right? And there's a couple of people started clapping. Then I got a whole a room full of applause, right? Being like, hey, give him a chance. Let him go. Shh, let him go. The whole bit was still shit. It's still dying. It doesn't say anything interesting whatsoever. But I appreciate the sentiment. Like, I appreciate it tonight. I like politeness. I like manners. I was raised that way. I think it's probably in my it's in my DNA as an Englishman. That politeness. Maybe that reserved quality is something of a tradition. For the Englishman. I've always felt that's an English thing. I used to think it was a British thing, and then I actually met Scottish people for the first time.
Yeah.
You won, sir? Funny enough, that's exactly what I was saying to myself when I was on the train on the way up. Do not go there. No, I actually had a great time when I was at the Edinburgh Festival, and I went to Glasgow, and I thought that would be rough. It was rough, but not in that same way. Like I was never physically threatened. The worst thing that happened.
Chelsea, it was a Glasgow Red button, isn't it?
You won't know this place. So the worst thing happened to me. I got asked for heroin in farm foods. Farm foods. It's like
in the meat.
Iceland. I'm a classy shopper. And I was in farm foods. Right, and this little Scottish guy came up to me. I should have known you had a sleeping bag over your shoulder. He actually asked me directly for heroin, and I was taken aback. I should have told him where to stick it, right? How dare you make that assumption about me just by looking at me, But I was so English, so polite. I just went. I got flustered. I went, sorry, I don't work here. It's demoralising. Really, just walking out of there, I felt like less of a man. I thought I should have stopped and told him to stick it. But you know what really struck me was that I thought I left farm foods that day, and I thought, what's happened to me? You know, because I've prided myself as a young man of being quite, you know, forthright in my opinions and stuff like that. When I was younger, I was quite not aggressive, but you know, I could handle myself. I was a bit handy. You know, I grew up council estate, single parent, family. You know, I thought I was streetwise, right? I'd go as far as saying I used to think I was you know, I used to listen to a lot of hip hop. You know, I used to even fancy myself as a bit of a rapper. Yeah. When I was a teenager, I used to want to be like the most famous British rapper of all time, right? Or at least since John Barnes. You know, I don't think I was ever really gonna make it when I look back on my life then, you know, as a wannabe rapper. Because I think you look at the big guys, the successful guys, and they got a certain swagger that I've never really had. You know, they got that braggadocio. You know, and that's what you got to do all that boasting.
Too many people use
and bragging, right? And me, I got two major problems with that, right? One is that I'm broke. Right, and the other is that I'm English. I mean, you know, what exactly I'm going to boast about? You know, like what, everybody hating on me because they want what I got. I just keep accumulating and I'm not going to stop. I got bling rings, glittery things you can't top. Genuine Elizabeth Duke, Argos, nice, huh? My pants are Primark, standard, 3 in the back of Fiverr. I'm too slick. You seen the new whip? I got the flash car, a Vauxhall Astra. You get to see this on MTV Cribs. I'm the badder man. Laid back in my caravan. You could only buy this if you had $1,000. Interior, fully furnished, Matalan. Next step was to get a boat. Way ahead of you, 2-man pedalo. Yeah, you know what this is, you might not. I pedal right past you bitches, like what? And I eat like a king. Mini pork sausages and beans from a tin. Breakfast, greasy spoon, fried eggs. Lunchtime, cheese and ham slice and eggs. And for dinner, man, I don't want no crappy deal. No, I'm going all out with a Happy Meal. Got everything this boy needed. And to top it all off, the toy's decent.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! That's my girl!
It's annoying actually. All I just needed the donkey. The whole Shrek forever. Change that's Alpha and Omega now. I don't like that cartoon. I need the whole. It's not okay. Oh dear. You know, I constantly look back on my old life, you know, and wanting to be a rapper and all of that, and I think I equate it with my youth. I think about my youth all the time and how I'm not the same dude that I was, you know. I can't get past that. And then when I look at the music thing, I always thought that was my destiny, you know. In some respects, I was born into the music business, you know. I mean, my dad worked for Al Price, and to this day, right, I still remember the very first rap that I ever performed in public. Right, it was this local talent competition. They still have it. It's like an annual thing in the area I'm from in North London, right? And I entered it 15 years old with this song. I was so proud of it. It was called "Don't Be Racist." Right? I was 15. You know, I was a bit pretentious, self-righteous little shit. You know. But I was convinced that this song was genius. I remember trying to convince the judges as well in my very teenage. You know, it wasn't dissimilar to this. There was 4 of them. Sat, they had the comfy table and they had their glasses of water. And I remember.
Yeah, that ain't water.
I remember I was like, in my very teenage way, I wanted to show them what genius this song was. I was like, yeah, hey, yo, boss, like before you start the record, yeah, like you lot, yeah, like judges, yeah, like this song is called "Don't Be Racist," yeah, because like.
Craig are back, yeah.
It's proper deep. Get me, like it's got a proper message. Like it's proper telling people, like it's telling them, don't be racist. You get me? Right? And I still remember the lyric as well, right? To this day, it went, "Here's the basics.
Don't be racist.
Don't be racist."
Yeah, you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming. Didn't you? You knew that was coming.
It doesn't matter what colour your face is. I didn't do that camp. I don't know why.
Just come out here.
Because it doesn't matter what colour your face is.
Don't
It doesn't matter wherever the place is that you hail from, even if it's Belgium. Because it's not their fault their country's boring. And they eat ham and crackers in the morning. It's just a warning. Because it's never polite to stereotype and go and say whatever you like. For example, could be racist. Making fun of the way people say shit. Like if they're an Arab or a Gaelic. When they talk, got a duck because they spray shit. And Gaelic, that doesn't mean you lick gays. That's a really risky mistake. There's a lot of them, IRA. And they'll blow you up or strangle you. Or whack you like an Italian. Yeah, never got past the first round. The judges, right, they stopped me halfway through my second verse, just cut the music, then bang, just gave me that look like, hey, Fresh Prince of Bel-End. And I was furious, you know, I went home feeling like, I almost felt like there was an irony at play, you know, because I felt I'd written a song that was genuinely anti-prejudice, you know, and all of a sudden I felt I'd become a victim of prejudice, you know. It was as if the judges were actively anti-hip-hop, right? Like they were prejudiced against my music, you know. They were anti-rap. I was so pissed off, right? When I got home, I sent the judges an email, basically accusing them of being rapists, right? Now, in retrospect, probably should have used the hyphen. You know, that's in the past. No.
Look at that camera. He's standing in front of the Jamaican flag. Isn't it? That's the Jamaican flag, isn't it?
I'm still so obsessed with talent competitions now. You know, I love them.
He stands over there in front of the Brazil flag.
I love them. X Factor obviously the most because it's got music and whatnot. I'm not so into it at the stage it's at now. You know, we're down to the very last few contestants now.
Nonsense.
I lose interest because everyone's good. Do you know what I mean? Everyone sings really, really well, and you know they do great renditions of great songs. And to me, there's not enough jeopardy. I like the audition stages. I like to feel like I'm never more than 5 minutes away from a potential fucking train wreck. That's what I like. I love that. You know, even more than just the audition stages, I love the regional audition stages. I saw one at the beginning of this series. It was in Birmingham. Fuck yeah! And it was a couple girls, right? It was a double act. 2 girls called Ablisa. I don't know if you saw them. Ablisa, they were incredible. 2 girls.